So here I am in Anne Arundel County on Race Road at the bridge over Piney Run, as you can see. And I just wanted to show you, this is really typical of what's happening here. There's these gravel pull-offs, and it gives people a place to kind of pull over and just kind of dump whatever they want. I'm sure there's another purpose for these pull-offs. I don't know what that is. No one seemed to be able to explain that to me, why they're here. But this gives people a great place to just kind of pull over, unload their pickup truck. And I also want to show you this. This is very typical of a lot of these areas. There'll be like a big pile of asphalt like this, right? You see right here. Just kind of leftovers from the road project, from a nearby project down the street, down the road, around the corner. Who knows where it comes from? But this is kind of remote here, so everyone says, okay, let's just drive back in here, dump it, no one will see me, and I don't have to worry about disposing of it properly. So there's a lot of areas like this. I'm hoping the state, the county will step up and do the right thing, help get rid of some of this stuff. Obviously some of it can stay, some of it's like rocky material, that's fine, but asphalt has no place in this area unless it's actually on the road. So let's take a walk down to the bridge and take a look and see if anybody dumped anything recently over the side. So now we're looking at Piney Run. This is a tributary off the side of Deep Run. Looking upstream. Now if you see all the cars, and see all the cars up here above, that's the Baltimore-Washington Parkway. Cars kind of zooming along above. So there's a couple of tunnels underneath here, up in there, that will allow the creek to flow underneath the parkway. So it comes all the way down here, and here's some spots here where people tend to dump things, usually downstream on the other side of the bridge, but here you have some things like a wooden pallet. Over on the side here you have, whenever the water level gets high, all the floating junk gets collected up here on the bank, bottles and cans and basketballs and you name it. Big log jams on this side of the bridge, of course. That's natural, that's fine. There used to be, just a little story, there used to be a giant sycamore up here on the right side, laying down in the river. Just fell over from a flood. And we had 4 days of rain about 5-6 years ago, and the water level just came really high through here. Now somehow that sycamore went down the stream here underneath this bridge, and there's some clearance here, but there's not a lot. I mean, this tree had a big root ball on it. It was huge. And it was probably 2 feet diameter, maybe. So here we go on the other side. Now we're on the downstream side. And that sycamore tree ended up, I mean, probably further than I can even see. It ended up around that bend to the left there. Around the corner from there. Now how do I know that's the same tree? Because I had hit a geocache in that root ball on top of that tree, and when I found that tree again down there, that geocache was still sitting on top of that root ball. I had no idea how it made it underneath this bridge, but it's amazing what the power of the river is. It's just incredible sometimes. Now let's zoom in this same shot here, and you can see nice little appliance laying in the sandbar over here. Could be a washing machine, refrigerator, who knows. Now where that stuff comes from, probably, is people have been dumping things over the side of this bridge right here. This is Piney Run. This is where Piney Run meets up with Deep Run. That's Deep Run right there. So here's the confluence of the two. Now, even in the past few months, I've pulled out mattresses, garbage bags, yard waste, cans and bottles, household trash. And you can even see in the river, I mean, it's from previous dumping. You see that little waterfall there? That little eddy? There's a steel beam in there from somebody dumping something. And you can see another one over here. It's kind of sticking out of the river over here. So there's a history of, I mean, lots and lots of stuff being dumped here. A lot of it's made it downriver. You can see some things just kind of floating. Imagine things kind of floating downriver and kind of coming to rest. Who knows what. But we're cleaning it up. And we're making progress. And it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of thing. We hauled out 7 tons of trash this year. are in 2011. 2012, who knows how much we'll get, but we'll have some high goals and go for it. And part of the problem too is keeping the new dumping from occurring. I'm hoping that law enforcement and traffic engineers from both counties, from Anne Arundel and Howard County, will step up and continue to do what they've been doing, and even go beyond in 2012. Anyway, that's what we're hoping. This can be a great spot here once we get it cleaned up.